أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بفضل الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. My dear viewers, those who are viewing this clip today, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace of Allah and His mercy and blessings be upon all of us. During this holy month of Ramadan, we want to have discussions that can really help us to grow in our faith, to grow in our spirituality. So we have undertaken to have some topics that we are going to discuss. And in today's discussion, we'd wish to speak about the Holy Prophet Muhammad, may peace of Allah be upon him. And the topic of discussion is more about the character of the Holy Prophet, Prophet Muhammad, the paradigm of good character. So, Prophet Muhammad, and the word paradigm here, know that is like the word I want to use here is paradigm as the model. So the paradigm, can you put in quotes, model, whereby we want to say that let's talk about the Prophet Muhammad as a model of good character, whereby we want to look at the history, so that during this holy month of Ramadan, and even beyond that, we see that we have to emulate the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam. In this brief video clip, I'd wish to share three very, very important issues, especially stories that can help us to know how important or the character of this Holy Prophet, why he is a model. Why did he become so successful? By the way, let me remind you that the Holy Prophet succeeded just because of his character and nothing else. In the Holy Quran, they just say, إِنَّكَ لَعَلَى خُلُقٍ عَظِيمٍ. The Holy Prophet has been praised by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you are the best. In character, your character is the best. But how? We need to learn. Allah is already saying that he has a good character. Now, let's go to history and see what character did the Holy Prophet carry with him. One thing that can come into mind, one event that is very, very important. During the time when the Holy Prophet was migrating to Medina, he stopped at a place called Quba. At Quba, he stayed there waiting for Imam Ali and the Fawatim to come and join him so that they can go together towards Medina. But now our story here is about one guy called Hussein bin Salam. It looks Hussein with sword. He looks like Hussein, not Hussein, but Hussein. Hussein bin Salam was a Jew, but later on changed his name because the Holy Prophet changed his name to Abdullah bin Salam. Now, we look at Abdullah bin Salam or Hussein bin Salam was a rabbi. A rabbi is one of those very learned Jewish, the Jewish priests. And he was so learned in the Torah, and he knew that there was a prophet who was to come to Medina, not necessarily in Medina, but in the Arabian Peninsula. And the Jews were ready to welcome the Holy Prophet. That's why the Jews were settled in Medina. That's why the Jews were settled in Syria. That's why they are waiting for him in Yemen. They knew that the prophet will come, a prophet will come. So among them was this Hussein bin Salam. Hussein bin Salam heard that the prophet is at a place called Quba. So he went. And when he viewed the Holy Prophet, the first thing he said was Allahu Akbar, looking at him. So he went closer to listen to what the Holy Prophet was saying, and he fell in love with the words of the Holy Prophet. What are these words he heard from the Holy Prophet, which we cannot take for granted? One, the Holy Prophet taught people so many things. When he went to Kuba, he said, Ya ayyuhan nas, Ya ayyuhan nas, afshu salam. That whenever you meet each other, make sure that you spread peace. Here it can also mean greet each other. But what it means, you have to be peaceful with people. When you meet with people, you say Salamu alaikum. So this is what the Holy Prophet is telling us. And when it becomes to salam, to know that the Holy Prophet was better in character, there is no single person who ever beat the Holy Prophet at spreading salam. Even some people could hide so that they could wait and be the first people to greet the Holy Prophet. But even before that, the Holy Prophet was Salamu alaikum. So nobody could beat him. So he was a peaceful guy. That's one. Two, the Holy Prophet had, to show that he was peaceful, he made sure that the tribes of Aus and Khazraj stopped fighting. And that is what he did. So he just told them, you being Muslims, now you become Muslims, you cannot fight. So that's how they stopped fighting. So Afshu Salam, Hussein bin Salam, here the Holy Prophet telling people, Afshu Salam. Then he goes on to tell them, Wasilu wa at'imu ta'am, and feed people. It's your duty to feed. It's, as Muslims, you don't have to wait for someone else to feed you. It's your duty to make sure that you go and feed them. So the Holy Prophet is saying, At'imu ta'am, feed people. Feed whenever there's someone, those who need and even those who don't need. It does not matter. It does not matter that you only have to feed the poor, although it's a priority. They should be the first priority to be fed. That's one. So that's the second thing the Holy Prophet is telling us in this case. Then thirdly, the Holy Prophet is telling, Wasilu arham, that make sure that you tie the bonds between the relatives. Make sure don't break the bonds of the relatives. You have to make sure that brother and brother, you don't quarrel. And if you quarrel for anything, you have to make sure that you repair whatever you've damaged. Come together and make peace again. So Silu Arham, because one of the greatest sins that you can say in Islam, and all of us, we are just saying about Islam, but it's not about Islam only. The moment, the moment you start breaking the bonds, brother does not like brother, sister does not like brother, sister does not like sister, my son has a problem with the parents, that one is total disaster for the society. Look at how the Holy Prophet knew this. And when you look at the Holy Prophet himself, he is the first one to show that there's no single time he ever cursed Abu Lahab. It's only after Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Tabbat yada Abi Lahabi wa tab. But as much as he was disturbing him, he never cursed anyone, even his close relatives. There's no day he used to make sure that people respected him for that. Then in this speech, the first speech at Kuba, the Holy Prophet, he says, the first one says, or the third one he says, Wasilu arham, and then he says, Wasallu wa nasu niyam. And now this one is now individual. He goes to advise people individually. Go make sure that you pray when people are asleep. When people are asleep, your own voluntary prayers, the nafila, you pray. You go and pray alone. Go and face Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, especially during this holy month of Ramadan. This is the time when people are asleep, you go and do that. And it said about the Holy Prophet, his character. For himself, he used to pray at night until it's said by his wife, al-Mu'minina Aisha bint Abi Bakr, she says that the Holy Prophet would pray until his feet will swell. So his feet could swell, and people were asking, why is it that you this, even on the day of judgment, you will just pass on Surat like lightning? Why is it that you are making it difficult for yourself, things difficult for yourself by praying this much at night? So the Holy Prophet, before he tells us that Salu wan nasu niyam, he was doing it already. And at night you could pray until his feet, because of standing for long hours at night, his feet could swell. Then, lastly, the Holy Prophet said, "Tadkhulul Jannah bila hisab." That when you do these things, you'll enter Jannah. So that is a very, very important khutbah that Hussein had from the Holy Prophet. First, Afshu Salam, Ato'imu Ta'am, Wa Sillu Arham, Wa Sallu Wan Nasu Niyam, Tadkhulu Jannah. You'll enter Jannah. So for that, Hussein became a Muslim just because of this. This is a guy, this is a person who has come with peace. This is a person who is just about the society. It's not about himself, the kind of advice he's giving us. So for that, Hussein became a Muslim, and that's why the Holy Prophet now changed his name from Hussein to Abdullah bin Salam. The second one that we need to know, that Imam Ali alayhi salam says that the Holy Prophet was a roaming physician, meaning that he was ready to give you the right medicine for you. And it says that the Holy Prophet would never fail to give someone advice. And especially even those propagators of Islam, the teachers, those people, the priests who were sent by the Holy Prophet, they were normally told by the Holy Prophet, whenever you go to people, please be lenient with them. Look at their capacity and their capability. Don't make them do ibadats or worship acts that are going to be very difficult on them. This is what we mean. So the Holy Prophet was a roaming physician, always ready to give someone advice, always ready to tell someone, oh, no, this is for this, let me counsel you on this, on that. So that is another very, very important thing. Another important thing we can learn from the character of the Holy Prophet was his mercy and clemency. The Holy Prophet was such a merciful person, human being, whereby you will see that when he was in Taif and he tried to preach Islam to the Taif people, but they rejected. He'd ask them then, if you've rejected, then don't tell any person about this. But they went back and betrayed him and told the hooligan youths to start pelting the Holy Prophet with stones. The Holy Prophet bled so much. And as he was sitting bleeding that much, a person called Tufail bin Amr. Tufail bin Amr comes to the Holy Prophet, but you are a prophet. If you are a prophet, because Tufail by then was not a Muslim. If you are a prophet, why can't you just ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to crush these people, to finish off these people? Look at what they've done to you. Inciting the Holy Prophet. But the Holy Prophet tells Tufail, listen here. In the backbones of these people, there lie people who are believers, faithful people. From their backs, they will give birth to Muslims. And it came to be. How the Holy Prophet was so forgiving. It is said that when the Holy Prophet was in Medina, and look at the time he was in Taif. He was beaten in Taif just maybe a year before. 1 year before he went on Hijrah to Medina. It is said that when he was in Medina, Tufail bin Amr came with 70 households, 70 families, remembering what the Holy Prophet had done. When he was telling the Holy Prophet, curse them or ask Allah to destroy these people. But Tufail saw something very unique. In fact, God, the Holy Prophet said, God forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing. And he was sure that in Taif there will be Muslims. Look at how Taif is now. It's almost 100% Muslims. And Tufail came with 70 households and became Muslims at the hands of the Holy Prophet because of the character of the Holy Prophet. And this is what we mean, a paradigm of good character. So lastly, just to leave, so that we don't, the video clip does not, I'm sure the time that we've slotted for the video clip is very, very, very short. We want to look at a person who was called Safwan bin Umayyah. Safwan bin Umayyah had assigned a guy called Umayr bin Wahab. So Safwan had assigned Umayr bin Wahab to go and kill the Holy Prophet at one time. But you know, during the time of Fathu Makkah, when Makkah was under the feet of the Holy Prophet, of course, Safwan just knew now the Holy Prophet is going to avenge, is going to seek revenge on what I did. But do you know what? The Holy Prophet forgave him. And it's not only this, even during this time during the time of Fathu Makkah, during this conquest of Makkah, there was a guy who was planning to kill the Holy Prophet. He was planning, as the Holy Prophet was moving around the Kaaba during the Tawaf, he was planning to kill the Holy Prophet. Yeah? This guy was called Fadala bin Amr. Fadala bin Amr wanted to kill the Holy Prophet, and the Holy Prophet knew. So he looked at Fadala and asked, "Are you Fadala?" He said, "Yes, I am." "What are you thinking?" I said, No, I'm just praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm praying to God. He's saying, "Ittaqullah ya Fadala." Can you fear God? Be a good. So he came and placed his hand on the chest of Fadala. Fadala says that he has never felt better than he ever felt on that day when the Holy Prophet placed his hand on his chest and said, "Oh Fadala, can you seek forgiveness from Allah? Seek forgiveness from Allah." From there, Fadala became a Muslim just because of this. The clemency of the Holy Prophet. Who can be like him? When you look at the world that we are living in now, you do something to one country and it becomes an issue. You do something to a neighbor and it becomes an issue. People want to revenge. But the kind of clemency the Holy Prophet had, it was just unmatched. You can never match the clemency of the Holy Prophet. The Holy Prophet, to wrap off, to just finish, is just to say that the Holy Prophet, he was so firm on himself. As much as he was lenient on people, he never wanted people to feel the hardship in life. But for him, he was so firm on himself that it says that the Holy Prophet, there are many a time that he could sleep on an empty stomach. Even his family, there could be no food in the house. And know that he could have food, but he gives away. And if he ever eats, he could eat dry barley bread. So he was so firm on himself as much as he was lenient on other people. Until it is said that Imam Ali alayhi salam says that the Holy Prophet left this world with an empty stomach. And when he reached the Akhirah, he was so unblemished. He did not have anything. No, I know we should not misquote this, because sometimes people misuse this hadith, where the Imam Ali says that the Holy Prophet left this world with an empty stomach. And when he reached Jannah, he entered Jannah. He went to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, a very unblemished guy, a very clean person, a very pure person. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us the tawfiq to be able to emulate the character of the Holy Prophet during this holy month of Ramadan, because we can never fast the holy month of Ramadan without looking at the character of the Holy Prophet. How was the Holy Prophet character during the holy month of Ramadan? Asking dua, feeding the poor, making sure that you feel mercy for the orphans, because if you feel mercy for the orphans, if your children are also orphaned, if you pass on, then people will also feel mercy for the orphans. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us tawfiq to fast during this holy month of Ramadan. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us the Jannah that we really need, out of His mercy and not out of His justice. Because if Allah, you deal us with justice, then we will not be able to deal. Will not be able to bear your justice. Please, Allah, just deal with us through your mercy during the judgment day. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa alihi tayyibin tahirin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Wal afu minkum.